warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good day to everybody.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Of us here, and our guest speaker is also here. Hello, Teacher Mahani.
Hello, hi.
All right. So now, okay, before we continue with Teacher Mahani, let me just introduce you to this very special guest speaker of ours today. All right, Teacher Mahani has been teaching since 1999, right, Teacher Mahani?
Yes.
She is currently teaching in Sekolah Mahat Hamidia, which is in our own district, Hulu Langat. And our dearest speaker is actually a book writer. And she is the Guru Chomalang for the English subject. And she is now the examiner for paper 2 SPM. All right. And she used to mark both paper 1 and paper 2. So I think we don't want to waste any more time. I'm so happy. Thank you very much, Teacher Mahani, for being able to share all the input that you're going to give us today. We are very honored to have you for our English to Success, English 1119 with Teacher Mahani. And we have about 60 of us here. And I think we shall not waste any more time. And shall I get the ball rolling?
All
Teacher
right,
Mahani, are you
sure.
ready?
Okay, of course I
Okay.
am.
Okay, boys and girls, a little bit of housekeeping. All right. Please switch off your mic. All right, mute while Teacher Mahani is presenting. If you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box. I will be checking the question, and then we will be responding to your question when Teacher Mahani wants to respond to the question from time to time or right at the end of the session. All right. So without further ado, I will pass the ball to Teacher Mahani's court. Teacher Mahani, the ball is on your court. Thank you.
All
Please.
right. Okay, right. Assalamualaikum everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good evening, teacher.
Yeah, good evening. Yes. How's everyone this evening? Are you guys okay?
We are doing great, teacher.
Alhamdulillah. So far so good, yeah. All right. Okay, now today I actually feel very honored to be invited by your dear gorgeous teacher, Madam Eliza. I've known Madam Eliza for like umpteen years, like right, Ellie? Okay.
Yes.
So she managed to, kind of like ask me to, give you the talk. So this is actually the finale for me because I've done mine last night until 11 o'clock for my students. So I said, okay, I will help Madam Eliza, and of course I will also help you guys out there. All right. So let's get the ball rolling. So we are going to look into both papers today, inshallah. We only have 2 papers actually, yeah. So your main concern, I guess, is actually the paper 1. Am I right, guys? Is that your main concern?
Yes.
Of course, isn't it? So for paper 1, okay, before I present to you the paper, yeah, for paper 1, okay, now I would like to ask you, how many sections are there in the paper? How many sections are there in the paper?
2.
2 sections, okay. You have section A and section B, right? So what is section A?
Guided writing. Directed
writing, okay. And then section B?
Continuous writing.
The continuous writing, okay. Out of the 2, which one do you prefer?
Continuous.
The continuous.
You prefer the continuous writing. Why is it so?
Because it's more free, I guess. It doesn't confine us to a certain degree.
Aha, meaning to say there's no certain format that you're supposed to follow? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I guess so, right? I guess quite a number of students, they would prefer to do a CW compared to DW. Okay. Why do you think DW is kind of like tedious? Because my students said DW is tedious. Why do you think DW is some kind, sometimes it seems to be a little bit tedious compared to CW. Why do you think so?
It's kind of too restricted
Why? Restricted? Okay, why?
because we have to use all the points that is given.
Exactly. Okay, before we jump into, I have some slides to show you. Before we jump into that, okay, now you tell me how many formats are there altogether for DW? How many formats? How many types of essays? Okay, for DW.
5.
5. Okay, what's the first one?
Article,
Article, very good. Number 2,
Informal letter.
informal letter, and then
formal letter,
formal letter. Next,
Report.
yes, the report, and the last one, number 5. What is it? Number 5.
Speech.
Speech or talk. Okay. All right. Out of the five, which one do you think would be more demanding than the rest? Which one? Out of the
Formal
5.
letter.
Formal
letters.
letter or the letters, yeah, meaning to say informal and formal. And also, what do you think of the report? What do you think of the report? What do you think of the report?
It's not so hard, but it's also not so easy.
It's not so hard, but it's also not so easy. Again, it all depends on the question, yeah? Okay, now we are going to have a look at some slides. Actually, you know this already. It's just a matter of, just to refresh back a little bit on this, yeah? Okay, I will share my screen. Okay. Is it already there? Okay,
It's
it's coming.
loading, it's loading.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, it's there, right? Okay, so first things first, we are going to look into DW. All right. So my advice is, when you get the paper 1, yeah, please do DW before you do CW. Just spare 45 minutes for DW before you proceed to your CW. Why? Because sometimes those who can really write, they of course they prefer to write CW. But if they were to pick CW first, I'm afraid that they might be, spending more time writing CW compared to DW. So whatever happens, even though you don't like the question in the DW, you don't like the format perhaps, yeah, maybe who knows, this year they might want to give you something like formal letter, something like that, and you don't want to do it, you got to tackle DW first before you proceed to CW. Okay, remember, DW is given it is named as directed writing in such a way because you are directed to write. Everything is given to you. The format is quite clear. The content points are all there for you. What you need to do is just to understand the information, understand the rubric, try to elaborate on all the points given, and then you're done. Okay, now let's have a look at the tips here for DW. Of course, the moment you get the paper, you got to look at the question, read the question carefully, identify the type of essay you are required to do. So just now, you told me that there are 5 types of essay. Okay, so now I would want to ask you, okay, what would the format be for article? How many formats are there for article? Anyone? Article.
Article.
What is F1? What is F2? Is there any F3 for article?
Title.
Just the title, right?
Just the-
If I'm not mistaken.
The title
The
and
title and the
Name.
author.
exactly.
Author's name.
First, you have the title. Right after the title, you have the writer's name.
Writer's name.
Okay. And then you have all your paragraphs, isn't it? So out of the 5 format essays that you mentioned it to me just now, only article has 2 formats. Okay, only article has two formats. F1 is the title, F2 is the writer's name. Okay, there is no F3 for article, unlike the rest. Okay, so article is kind of special, but you will have to remember the moment you get article, if let's say they wanted to give you article, it's quite easy, right? So you have to remember F is 2, C is 3, and the rest 20 marks goes to the L, which is the language. Okay, number 2, brainstorm for ideas, expand the notes given. Again, you've got to study the stimulus given, look at the number of content points given, you count it, or better still, you put there as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, and the rest. Okay, remember, like I said just now, if article, you're going to have like C13. Okay, only article will have 13. The rest will be having 12. Okay, in some cases, not all content points are given. Not all content points are given. Maybe they give you 9. So if it's an article, you have to add another 4. Okay, but let's say in the case of a report, maybe they give you 8, you add another 4. So you got to be careful. Every content point needs to be elaborated. Okay, plus if let's say they ask for your own ideas, still you need to provide your own ideas as the content point. You also need to elaborate on your own ideas content point. Okay, that's a tip there, yeah. Add your own relevant details to make your essay more interesting. This is actually the elaboration. Okay, identify the correct tense to be used, plus apply the 5W and 1H rule. Okay, what is that? What is the 5W 1H? Okay, tell me now.
Who,
Five,
when,
who, where,
what,
what, when, one more W.
why.
Why? Okay, what about the H? What is the H?
How?
That is the how. Very good. Okay, of course, you got to study the stimulus and also the points given. All right, let's move on to the next one. What do we have? Okay, here. This is very, very important, yeah? Carry out a plan for the outline for you to organize the essay. Stay focused on the topic that had been discussed. Okay, now my question. You are going to carry out a plan for your essay, yeah? So how many paragraphs are we looking at? How many paragraphs are we looking at for DW?
5?
5, yes. It can be 5. It can also be 6. Again, it depends on the content points, okay? Right, the tip is given there in order to hook the attention of your reader. So now, in our case, our reader is the examiner, all right? So you start your essay with a strong introduction and end it with an effective conclusion. Again, it all depends on the question, okay? So maybe in the introduction, you may use quotation if you were to have an article as the question, okay? Or maybe a question, again, it all depends on the question, okay? Anecdote, maybe if you were to be given an informal letter or general statement. All right, okay. Number 5, once you are done, once you have finished, revise your essay back and work out on editing. This is what normally candidates do not do. Once they are done, they quickly wanted to go and tackle CW, because I guess most students love CW compared to DW, right? But whatever happens there for DW, before you leave DW, please check on your grammar, check on your spelling, check on your punctuation. Don't leave it just like that. Okay, remember, yeah, DW is very important. When the examiner is going to check or going to mark your DW, they will check on the F for the format, and then they're going to identify the content points, see whether the content points are elaborated or not. Okay, after that, they will look at it again. Second time marking, they will look at it again. Then they will identify all the grammar mistakes. So basically, an examiner will look at your essay twice. Okay, so that's why I said you need to be extra careful on this one. Okay, so far, are we okay? Do you have any question to ask me?
No.
Are we okay? We are clear, yeah?
Clear.
Yes, okay, very good. So if you are clear, before we go to CW, Okay, let's see what is the next slide. Okay, this one, number 6. Of course, make sure you have answered the question. Okay, and also make sure that the paragraphs are well linked to one another. Okay, number 7, proofread your essay. The last one, and then to make sure that it reads well, to make sure that it is error free. Okay, now I am going to bring you to your paper that I've already shared with your Madam Eliza. Do you have your paper with you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
very
yes.
good. Okay, very good. So let's have a look at the paper. Yeah. So I'm going to share the paper with you now. Okay. Right. Is it already there? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Can someone read to me the question, starting from the very beginning? Your cousin. Can someone read to me the question? Anyone?
Okay. Me.
Yes. Of course. Go ahead.
Your cousin has written to you asking for information that he could use to combat stress.
Mm-hmm.
You recently joined a webinar,
Yeah. Webinar.
online seminar on stress
Uh-huh.
management, which had information that would help your cousin with his problem.
All
Write
right.
a letter to your cousin and share the information from the webinar on the signs of stress and suggestion to overcome it.
Okay. Go on.
So use the note below to write your letter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have signs of stress. You also
Yeah.
have suggestions to overcome. Okay, before we move on to the signs of stress and suggestions to overcome, my question, what format is this?
Informal letter.
Exactly, this is informal letter. Very,
Informal
very
letter.
clear. Informal, yeah, informal letter. So, what is the tone like? What is the tone of an informal letter? Is it do you have to write, something like when you are writing a letter to your teacher, or can it be like a very friendly tone?
Yeah,
Very
friendly tone.
This is a friendly tone because you're writing a letter to your cousin. Okay, it's not stated whether your cousin is a boy or a girl, so again it is up to you. Okay, now what is the first information that you can see in the first paragraph there? Okay, what is the information there? Any keywords that you would like to point out? Any keywords there?
stress management.
Uh-huh.
Combat stress.
Combat stress. Okay. So what does your cousin want you to do?
How to handle stress.
How to handle stress, isn't it? Yeah, how to handle stress? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So he's asking for some information on how to combat stress. Yes or no? Yep. So you have recently joined a webinar and you have some information that you would want to share with your cousin. So let's have a look at the info given, yeah? The content points, the signs of stress. Okay, now I want you to just jot down by the side, maybe. You can do it, digitally or just jot it down anywhere. Feel very tired. So just put there as C1. So I want to know how many content points together. Come on. Signs of stress, how many points? Suggestions to overcome, how many points? So how do you do it? Okay? Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
All right. C1. What is C1?
Feel very tired.
Feel very tired. C2?
Get angry easily.
C3?
Lose focus in study.
Lose focus in studying. C4?
Lose appetite and weight.
Exactly. C5? C5, C6. Sign 1, sign 2. So this is where you are going to provide your own idea, isn't it? So under the topic of signs of stress, you have 2 signs that you are supposed to provide. You got to crack your brain on this. It's not given, okay? Plus, not only that you need to provide the content points there, you also need to elaborate. Remember what I mentioned just now? Okay, now let's go ahead to suggestions to overcome. Okay, just now C6, right now C7. C7,
talk to friends or counselor.
Yes, C8.
Practical outdoor.
Yeah, C9.
Get enough sleep.
C10.
Listen to music.
Okay, and then you have C11, C12, your own suggestions, isn't it? Give your own idea, give your own idea. There you go. So basically, there are 4 content points which are not given. You got to crack your brains and you also need to elaborate on that. So this question is quite demanding. Okay, now let's have a look at the bullets down there, yeah? The last one, the last info. When writing the letter, you must remember to, number 1, bullet 1, lay out your letter correctly. So this is where the format comes in. Okay, so you have the address, you have the greeting, you have the closing. So here, the address is the F1, the greeting is the F2, the closing is the F3. Okay, I don't think you're going to have any problem with this format because it is clearly given, clearly stated there. Okay, bullet number 2, use all the points given. Use all the points given meaning you got to touch on all points plus elaborate. So basically, one content point, I would say have 2 or 3 elaborations. Okay, if you can write well, provide us with 3 elaborations per content point. Okay, if you are not very confident, you can write, but you are not very confident. Okay, maybe you can provide 2. Okay, if let's say you can write, but you are scared to make lots and lots of mistakes if you were to write very long. Okay, it's okay, don't be scared. One content point, just give 1 elaboration. Meaning to say, for every content points, you are going to have 2 sentences. Okay, for those who are not very confident. At the end of the day, if let's say you have 2 sentences per content point, 1 content point, 1 elaboration, you are going to have roughly around 12 sentences for your content paragraphs. Okay, 12 there, plus intro, plus conclusion, you will be able to write 1 page to 1.5 page. Okay, are you okay with that? All right.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So if you can write, if you have some confidence in you, you want to write more than what I've suggested just now, I would suggest you to have 2 elaborations per content point, meaning to say 1 content point, you are going to have 3 sentences. So of course, you will be able to write more than one page, isn't it? You will be having roughly around 1.75 of a page. Okay. For those who can really write, for those who are aiming to get A+, please do more than that. Maybe 3 sentences per content point. So yes, it sounds quite a lot. Like I said, if you are confident and you know you can get A or A+, go ahead. Okay, so I've already given you the three different ways of how to tackle it. All right, okay, this is not the time to go and challenge yourself. I want to try this, I want to try that. No, this is for you to make sure that you can nail paper 1. Okay, right. And then if you look at this one, give your own ideas when needed. Of course, there in our case here, you got 4 of your own ideas. Okay, so far, do we have any question? Do we have any question?
No, I
Are
think
we
so.
okay? Are we okay?
Yes.
Yes, because if you are okay, all right, we are going to do something together. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What are
Let's
you
do
going
this.
to do? Let's do this.
Okay.
All right. So what are we going to do? Okay. I'm going to open a Jamboard. Are you used to Jamboard? Are you used to Jamboard?
Yeah.
Have you tried Jamboard?
Yes.
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 Okay. Okay. Never mind. It's okay. We will go and do this together after this. Yeah. I will show you how to do this. All right. I am opening the Jamboard now, and later you will find the link to our Jamboard in your chat box. So we are going to try and elaborate on all content points on the Jamboard, and we are going to look at it together. All right, let me set the Jamboard for you, yeah? Okay. After this, we can do this together. All right. Give me a minute, yeah? Okay, I think I'm going to choose. I'm actually choosing the background for you. Okay. To make it, just a little bit more fun. Yeah. It's going to be an empty classroom background. Okay. All right. So how many content points are there altogether just now? Can someone help me? How many content points do we have?
12.
We have 12, isn't it? So I am
Yeah.
going to open 12 Jamboards, and you can choose which content points that you would want to elaborate, all right? So that we will have 12 altogether. Okay, we will see all 12 elaborations, yeah? Okay. Okay, I have 3 more to do. And then, can you see the link to the Jamboard? Is it already there in the chat box? Can you check?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now what you do is you click on the link, and the link will bring you to our Jamboard, and I will see you there. I will be with you there. Okay,
Okay.
let's try. Let's try. Okay, I'm going to stop presenting the paper because I want to present the Jamboard, so that if, let's say, those who are not able to join the Jamboard, they can also have a look at what we are doing. All right. So are you already there in the Jamboard? Are you there? Are you there?
Teacher
Yes.
Mahani,
Yeah.
we needs access, Teacher Mahani. We have to
Okay.
request for access.
Okay, wait.
All
Give me
right.
a minute, yeah? All right. Okay. Some people are already in there. These are the first one, I think, yeah? Okay. Aha. Okay, try this one. Okay, there are 2 links, yeah? If you cannot join through the first link, you can join through the second link. It will bring you there. There you go. I have quite a number of people in there already. Madam Eliza is also on the Jamboard with us. So, okay, if you are there together with me and also Madam Eliza, those who are very familiar with Jamboard, you can start right away. So what I'm going to do is I am going to present it here. Yeah. Yes, don't worry. Yeah. The rest will be able to see what we are doing on the Jamboard. Okay, those on the Jamboard. So this is how you are going to do it. So you can see the tools on your left-hand side here. Okay. These are the tools, yeah? These are all the tools here. So we are going to use the sticky note here. For example, I put here C1. So this one is for C1. Okay. You will see C1 there, and the sticky note is yellow. You can actually change the sticky note, the color of the sticky note. So what you are going to do here is you are going to go and choose your Jamboard. All right. And then you are going to elaborate on one content point. So maybe 2-3 students can work on one Jamboard. Okay. Are we clear? Are we clear? Yes, more
Okay.
people are coming in. If you want to work alone on one Jamboard, it is also up to you, as long as we stick to the point that one Jamboard is for one content point. So you may want to label your Jamboard for your content point. Okay, are we clear? So can we start? Yes, more people are coming in. Yep. There are many people on Jamboard 1. So maybe you can go and explore into the other Jamboards and also label your Jamboard. Yeah. Okay. And you can start to elaborate on the content points. I can actually see who is actually on which Jamboard. Okay, Jamboard 1, we have Irfan, we have Zishan, Brian, we have Shima, we have Adriana, we have Adham, we have who is this? Yeah, okay, Huda. So maybe we only have 2 people on Jamboard 1. The rest can go to the other Jamboards. Yeah. Okay, great. You are now labeling your Jamboard with the C1, C2, C3 up until C12. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, I'm going to give you, say, like 10 minutes to settle this. You just elaborate your one content point and then you are okay. All right. Okay, more people are coming in. Okay, those on the meet, can you actually see what we are doing on the Jamboard?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Okay, great.
Yes.
You can join if you want to. Okay, you can join if you want to. There's no problem. Okay. If you are using your handphone and what you need to do is you need to install Jamboard from the Google Play. Okay. If you are using the laptop, then it is okay. It is already there. All right. Okay, I give you 10 minutes, yeah, to settle the content points, the elaboration on the content points. You can ask me any questions, yeah, at the same time. Okay, there is no one on Jamboard 2, yeah, C2. No one is there. Okay, someone is already there. All right. Okay, let's see. Jamboard 5, no one is there. Okay. Maybe you want to do the other Jamboards first and then you will go and do the rest, yeah? It is up to you. As long as all Jamboards are, the content points are elaborated, then we are fine. All right. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
Wan Mahani, some of
Yeah.
them still cannot join the Jamboard. It's saying unable to open the Jam.
Oh, okay.
Quite a number of them, they cannot get in, it seems, though they have the Jamboard application in their handphone.
Okay, now if you can see there are 2 links. The first one is the direct link. The second one is the link that I've already opened. I've already opened the sharing, yeah. Okay, let me see what I can do. So the sharing is already open. Okay. Okay, I will do it again. Copy the link and paste it there. So by right, they should be able to join. Okay, let's see. Okay, try again. Okay. Saya tak boleh masuk. Alahai. Okay, never mind. Try again. Use MOE account. Yep. Use MOE account.
Finally, I can join. Teacher Usha can join already.
Usha, are you there already, Usha?
Yeah, finally, I get to join the Jamboard. I was having same problem with my students just now. Finally, I can. Okay.
I see. Okay, Usha is there. Eliza is also there. Okay, right. Okay, quite a number of people are already on the Jamboard. Okay.
Okay, the others, you have to be quick. I've already labeled all the Jamboard until C12. So, still can't, Hadif. Okay, hold on.
Okay, never mind. I am changing the link into anyone with the link. So even though you have already joined with your personal Gmail, you can still join the Jamboard. Yeah. Okay. Try again. Can you try again, guys? Okay. Try again. I've already opened the link now, so anyone with the link can join. All right. Okay. See whether you can join. Okay.
I believe, Teacher Mahani, the ones who are already in, they can type their responses, right? Yeah, their details, right?
Yes,
okay.
They can.
The others can go ahead. C1 is for the first content point, C2 until C12. Okay, I've already labeled the different Jamboards, so you can fill in your details in the different Jamboards. for
Yep.
C1, C2, C3.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
Najmi asked, what were we supposed to do? Yeah, Najmi, Madam Eliza has just explained to you. You're supposed to elaborate on the content points. Yeah. Your teacher has already labeled the Jamboard C1, C2 up until C12. So you just choose one together with a friend, or you alone can do it. Elaborate on the content point. Okay. The content points are from the question paper that I have shared just now. Yeah. Okay, I hope
Alright.
everyone is okay. Yep, now we have all sorts of names there, yeah? Anonymous bat, anonymous hedgehog. Okay, this is going to be quite fun, yeah?
Right.
Okay. All
I
right.
think you can pick whichever content point you want. You know, we don't have people in content point number 4.
That's
Okay.
why. That's why.
All right.
No one is. There's quite a number of people in content
Doing-
point 1. So maybe
I
you can go to
I
the
think
other
they're
chat box.
hopping everywhere, Mahani. One I see going to one to. I think they don't know which one is which actually. Content point number 1, content point number 2.
They are exploring, I guess.
Yes, yes. All right.
So this is something new to them. Okay, never mind. At least you learned something new today. Okay. We are doing writing now, yeah? Great. In such a fun way. Yeah, because this is already in the evening, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we've got one response for content point number 1,
Yes.
but the
it's already
others are
there.
still empty.
Okay, never mind. So this is point 1. Point 1 is already elaborated. Okay. First and foremost, you must be able to detect that you're okay. I will correct this straight away. Yeah. Okay. Stress, constantly feeling tired. Okay, content point number 1 done. Okay, so you can jump to the other Jamboards to, elaborate on it. Yep. Just click on the sticky note and then you can do it right away. Okay. The sticky note is there. Sticky note. You click on the sticky note, you can choose whatever color that you want and then you can do it right away. Okay, guys? Okay. Looks like C2 has something there. Get angry easily. All right. Elaborate on it. Elaborate on it. Okay. Are we okay, guys?
Kita punya
C3 has something. Lose focus in studying. Okay. Try to elaborate on it. Yeah. You just click on the sticky note. Yeah, it's on the left hand side there, and then you type. You can type your elaboration. Right now, I am on Jamboard 3. I'm showing those who are in Jamboard 3 what they can do. So it's already there. So that is mine. So this is a sticky note. This is just as a sample, yeah? Okay, yes. And then you can just pick the sticky note there. All right. Okay. Jamboard 2. There's an elaboration there. Okay, let me just check right away. Okay. All right. There are 2 elaborations, yeah, on C2.
Yeah, there are 2 elaborations.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, you can also make the Jamboard, the sticky note a little bit bigger so that you can read. Okay. there. Oh, there are 3 elaborations there for content point number 2. Okay. All right. Let me see. Secondly, obviously constantly. Thinking. Thinking. Constantly. May. Okay. All right. Okay, content point 2 done. Content point 3. Content point 3. Okay, content point 4. I think we have something on content point 5. Okay, let's check. All right, the elaboration. Okay. There are 2 elaborations on content point 5. Okay, let's see. Okay, there you go. Right, that's content point 5. I think it's there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, content point 4. Content point 5, there are 2. Another one. Oh, another elaboration for content point number 5, yeah? I think they are still doing it. Okay. So far, so good, yeah? Okay, I'm on content point number 4 now. All right. Okay, content point 4 done. Content point 5. Okay, content point 3. Okay, let's have a look at content point 3. Aha. Because okay. Content point 3 has 3 elaborations. Okay. Okay, Okay, content point 3 done, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at the rest. Content point 4 done. Content point 5 done. Content point 6. Some people are there. I think they are doing it. Content point 7. Okay, content point 7. Okay, content point 8. Okay, content point 8. What do we have? All right. Content point 9. Do we have anything? Okay. It's okay if you only have one elaboration, yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, now let's see. Content point 10. Anything there? Yes. Okay, listen to music. All right. Okay, content point 11. Let's see. Okay, other suggestions to overcome. Yeah, still waiting, yeah? And content point 12. Okay. Oh, content point 6 is still not done, yeah? Guys, content point 6. Okay, one is done, 2 done, 3 done, 4, okay, 5 done, 6, content point number 6. Okay, yes, something is there. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have here? Okay. Thanks. Okay, we have something here, content point number 6. Right. Okay. 6 is done. Okay. 7 done. 7. Okay. Oh, there's one here, small one on the sticky note. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see content point 8. 8 is already there. 9 is there. 10 is there. 11 now. Oh, your own suggestion, yeah? Other suggestion. Okay. Other suggestion. Right. Okay.
Content point number 12 is still, we don't have your own suggestion just yet. Anyone? Come on.
Yeah, just one more. Just one
One
more.
more.
The rest
Content
is
point number
the rest
12.
is done.
Come on.
Yes. I can see some people are playing there actually.
Yeah,
Doodling
I
on
know.
it.
My
Yeah, I
dearest,
noticed that too, doodling.
my dearest, no doodling. I want you to give me time.
Okay, some people are there. I guess there are like 4 people there. The
Come
rest
on.
the rest is done. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, content point number 12. Come on, give one more suggestion.
Just one more and then we are
Come
done.
on. Come on, Kuses.
You can do this, guys.
Yes, come on, boys.
Come on. I believe you can. All right.
Najee is here. There are so many of you here. Come on, there are 84 of us. Come on.
Oh, 84. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, 84.
Okay. Okay, they
Come
are
on.
there. Yeah. Now there are 10 people there.
Yeah, suddenly everybody's flocking there. Tak apa, come on, you can do it.
Yes, come
You
on,
have my,
guys.
you have my moral support. Come on.
Come on, someone.
The last one.
Najmi,
Uh-uh.
Brian.
The last
Try.
one, the last one.
Just one more. Remember, you must give points which are not given in the other points.
Haris. Try something.
I guess they are thinking.
Khadija. Brian.
Just one more suggestion to overcome. Yeah, I beri ni. Tunggu one more. Come on.
That's why I'm also there. I'm waiting. Guys, come on, guys. This is the last one. Come on.
Mani, there are more coming in for the other content points actually.
Yes.
You can have a look at that.
Yeah.
While the ones flocking can work on content point number 12.
Okay, I will look at the rest, yeah?
I think we have something there for 12.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, we have got a lot for content point number 12 now, Mani.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly we have a lot, you see?
Suddenly everything is there.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, let's have a look at this one by one. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's quite a number now for content point 12, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's coming. It's still coming in.
Suddenly 12 is a lot more than others. You see?
Suddenly they have all the suggestions
Yeah.
here. Okay, never mind. Let them do this, yeah? Who knows, this might come up in the SPM, isn't it? Something about stress and mental health and whatnot.
Yeah, because it is a current thing, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, right.
And guess what, Mahani? Content point number 1, there's only one. Oh, okay. Somebody is filling in with another one for content point number 1. All right, I'm wrong.
Okay. Basically, these guys, they have a lot of ideas, yeah, regarding this topic on stress. All right.
Yeah.
Because now people are talking about this mental health and whatnot. So this is also a good exercise for you guys. At least you have something in mind, right? Who knows, this might be your DW, or it can even be in the CW question for article.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
all right. Now, I guess we are done. Let's have a look at all the Jamboards together. Okay, before we start on these Jamboards, guys, just give me some feedback. How do you feel about doing this together on the Jamboard?
Fun.
Fun. Why? Why do you think this is fun?
It's something different, so it's interesting, I guess.
Do you feel like you are doing some kind of like a group work?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see other people's opinion and yeah.
Exactly. So this is like you're in your real face-to-face class. You're doing group work. You're discussing, and also you write something in which you normally call it as the mahjong paper, yeah. Or actually the name is poster sheet. So here you don't have mahjong paper. You don't have poster sheet, but you have Jamboard. All right. So C1, um, you have two elaborations there. Okay. I'm not going to read everything. Yeah. Just go through this one together with us together. Yeah. So I guess this one is very well elaborated because you have not only two sentences there, you have one, two, three, four sentences for the first content point. Okay, congratulations, very good. Okay, now let's have a look at Jamboard number 2. It's about getting angry easily, and look at the one in orange. The question is given there, and then okay, yes, well, that's a sign of stress too. And then you have like one, two, three elaborations on it. Okay, which is quite long, which is quite extensive. This is also very good. Okay, I believe this is actually more than 5 sentences. So just now, content 1, content 2, your sentence, I think you have like 10 sentences altogether. So, and then moving on to content point number 3. Content point number 3 here. Okay, let me just put this in order. All right, you have here you're constantly worrying over things that disturbing your focus. You also have here it could affect your academic achievement. Okay, and then the one in yellow here, you have if you stress too much, you'll think about your problem all over again. No point of studying if you're thinking. Yes. Okay, the one in orange sticky note, another sign is that you might lose your focus in studying. Yes, due to being overwhelmed by and drowning in everything that needs to be done. Yes, okay, right. Content point 4, lose appetite and weight. So this is when you lose appetite and your weight, you tend to not eating at the right time, as your webinar can end late in the evening or not. Oh, Ellie, I think they are hinting on something. Ellie, Ellie,
Yes,
Madam
yes, yes.
Eliza, I think they
Correct.
are hinting on something. Look at the sentence. You tend to not eating at the right time, as your webinar can end late in the evening.
We're going back to what you said earlier.
Oh my God.
So mine
Okay.
is like this. They listen to you very well.
All
They have
right.
listened to you.
And then the exhaustion, yes, makes you want to go straight to bed. Of course, yeah. If let's say you are focusing too much on the screen and your screen time can be like what, 4 to 5 hours, of course you will get exhausted, isn't it? So the next one, you also have the elaborations, yeah. If you do not get enough nutrients, you will be most likely doing things that you are not supposed to do, and will end up regretting it. All right. Okay, next C5. This is your own idea. Okay, I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, can lead to emotional and mental symptoms, yeah, or mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. I hope we do not have such cases in KUSES. Okay, Ellie, everyone is doing okay, right, Ellie?
Inshallah.
Yes, because in Ma'had we have like 4 cases actually, yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, they are coping actually. Yes, inshallah. Please pray for them, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe because they are thinking too much on it, and maybe because they have they are very, they thought of having straight A plus and whatnot, so they get all stressed up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem for my students there. Yes. So here we have okay, this one, losing interest in things that you love your entire life. This may include things like music preferences, TV programs, and hobbies. Okay, even though you are very stressed out, yes, students, this is nothing got to do with the question. Still, you still need your me time. You go and watch TV, go and watch your go and listen to your favorite song, go and watch maybe you love BTS or Blackpink and whatnot. Go ahead and watch it, yeah. So it's okay, right, Ellie and Usha? Because I watch it too, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you need to
Okay.
Yeah, right.
you need to take a break.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah, cannot sleep comfortably, of course, because you are thinking of too many things. Actually, there's so many things in your mind, and then you are thinking of the past. Yep, of course. Okay, and then your own idea, another one. Yeah, C6 is another own idea. So what do we have here? may lead to lose your friends, yes, and hurt someone unintentionally. Not only you will hurt someone, you will also tend to hurt yourself, okay? So you will disappoint your parents with the mood and make them upset as well. Okay, and then here you also have having trouble to sleep. Yes, okay. And you also have here tend to isolate yourself from everyone, lose motivation of the things you love to do. We do not want this to happen to you, yeah, guys. Okay, C7, talk to friends or counselors. Okay, this one useful method to handle stress is to try to talk to someone. Yes, some people that you can try talking includes close friends or counselors. Yes, very good. The mention of the content points is there. Okay, if you have any problems, talk to somebody. Do not keep it to yourself. You're not alone. Having good friend is a support system. Very good. Yeah, share your problems, but don't share everything. Okay, don't share everything. You can
Yes,
share your
yes.
problems, but please keep something to yourself. Okay, and
Correct.
and then this one, this is because if you choose to just keep your problems, it will slowly overwhelm you. Over time, this will cause you be more stressful. Exactly. Okay. C8. You can take up yoga too. Exercise outdoor. Yoga can be indoor and even outdoor. Okay. Exercising helps to release stress or relieve stress and makes your body fitter. Yep. Exercising will eventually make you feel tired and you will forget about your stress. Yeah, you feel tired, you just want to sleep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then C9, what do we have? Getting enough sleep. Okay, one thing that will help you with stress, you have to sleep at least 6 to 7 hours per day. Not getting enough sleep will make you feel very tired the moment you wake up. This is very true. Okay, I guess now your sleeping hours tend to reduce a little bit, maybe not 6 to 7. I do not know, maybe, but at least get the minimum of 4 hours. You need to sleep. If you don't sleep, you cannot think very well. If you can't think very well, obviously you cannot answer your questions. Yeah. Okay. You must sleep at least 6 to 7 hours because your body needs enough rest. Yes. C9, C10. Listen to music. Of course, just now when I entered the mid room, it was actually very soothing to listen to all those music. Yeah, from Madam Eliza. Thank you so much. Okay. And
Richard
then
Marx, Richard Marx.
oh yeah, Richard Marx. Okay, music is a good stress reliever. Listening to music helps you to relax. You enjoy the music, of course, and also music is actually something like a very positive vibes. Yeah, good vibes for you. It's something common nowadays for you to relieve your stress. Okay, makes you feel calm and cheerful again. Yes, okay. And C11 is your own suggestion. Here, somebody suggested meditation. As in yoga, okay. This one you also have make you can do things that make you happy. Okay, this one you also have finding a new hobby, finding new activities. Okay, and you can also have try to go and outing with your friends. All right. Okay, and the last one, oh wow, look at the last one. Suddenly this one has more than 3 elaborations.
Yes, suddenly.
Suddenly is
Bagus.
there.
Very good. Very good,
Okay,
guys. Good, good,
but
good.
this is actually a very positive way of doing it. I
Yes,
like it
very
actually.
good. I
You
like, very
guys
good.
have all sorts of ideas, yeah? Maybe something that we can't really think of now. We teachers, we have so many things to think of. Suddenly you have all these. Okay, very good. So the first one is hobby, yeah. And then the second one is find a hobby that to do, and then like to do tricky things. So I suggest you to assemble puzzle. All right. Okay, this one play with our favorite instruments such as ukulele and piano, and then talking to your friend is a good therapy too. Yep. And then this one you have martial arts like Wing Chun and Jeet Kune. Jeet Kune Do encourages the practitioner to empty his or her mind and to channel that negative energy and convert it into positive energy.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
martial arts, guys, martial arts. Okay, and then this one is to write a diary. Okay, this way you can pour everything onto your diary. Okay, but remember, keep your diary somewhere safe so that other people will never find it. Yeah. Okay, and then this one, take up martial arts. Okay, and then this one, get your favorite food to help you relieve your stress. Okay, I would definitely agree with this one. Okay, yes, basically you have done this very well. Congratulations, guys. So that is paper 1, DW. Yay! You have done a very great job here.
Suka,
Okay.
I like.
Good job.
This is
Good
something
job.
that is in the evening, isn't it? So I don't want you to easily fall asleep. So that's why I wanted to do all this with you. Yeah. Okay, we are done with DW. So now I am going to go through with you the CW questions very quickly before we jump into the paper 2 after this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop. What are you seeing on your screen now? Can you see the paper? Can you see the
Yes.
paper 1?
Yes.
Yes,
Very
You are
good.
the CW now, yeah? The one that you love, isn't it? Okay, now let's
Yup.
have a look at all the 5 questions. Now you tell me, what type is number 1? What essay is that? Number 1.
Descriptive.
Number 1, again, look at it again. Can somebody read number 1?
Argumentative.
Yes. This is about technology. Does technology play a role in making people feel isolated and alone? So the motion is suggesting that technology is something which can promote negativity. Okay? So you discuss. So if let's say you were to tackle number 1, okay, the question says discuss. So how are you going to discuss this? Are you going to give the pros and cons? Yeah, because the
Yup.
question says discuss.
Yes.
So obviously you have to give your opinion on the pros and also on the cons. Yeah, it's very simple. It's just about technology. But look at the second part of the question. Play a role in making people feel isolated and alone. You discuss. So let's say you agree with the motion. Okay. So how many paragraphs are you going to write for the pros or for agreeing with the motion? Sorry.
2 or
Ah.
3.
2 or 3. And then after that,
The con.
the cons. Okay. How many paragraphs for the cons?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 also. Okay. So in your concluding paragraph, what are you going to write?
There are many advantages and disadvantages of technology.
Mm-hmm. Do you need to state which one do you agree with? Do you agree with the motion or you do not agree with the motion? Are you going to state it in your concluding paragraph?
No.
Hmm. Because it says discuss, isn't it? So you don't have to do it. You just discuss. So when the question says discuss, you need to have both. You need to have the pros, you need to have the cons. But in the first paragraph, please give a brief definition on the word technology. What do you understand from the word technology? What do you understand from the word isolated? Okay, because these are actually the vital keywords that you need to elaborate later in your pros and also your cons paragraphs. Okay, that is for number 1. Okay, what about number 2? What about number 2? Joining social networking sites has its benefits. Now it's telling you that social networking sites has benefits. So do you agree with this opinion? Explain why. So what is number 2? What kind of essay is number 2? Is it something like number 1?
I think similar.
Anyone?
Argumentative.
Number 2 is also argumentative. But look at the second part of the question. Sorry, the third part of the question. Explain why. So you need to give your reasons. The first part is telling you that by joining social networking sites, it has benefits. Yeah, of course, everything has its benefits and also drawbacks, right? But here, the focal point is just the word benefits. That's the keyword. Social networking sites and then benefits. So do you agree with this opinion? So you are to agree or you are to disagree, and you have to explain why. Yes, number 2 is another argumentative essay. So now if you look at this pattern, there are 2 argumentative essays. Okay, and then let's have a look at number 3. What is that? What is number 3?
Narrative.
Yes, this is a narrative. So, if I were to ask you which one are you going to tackle, what number will you choose?
Number
Yeah.
number 3.
Some said number one. I heard some people said number three. Okay, number
Three.
one, argumentative. Number two, argumentative. Number three, story. Okay. Okay, what about number four? What about number four?
It's about describe.
Uh-huh.
Narrative 2, I think.
Narrative two, I think. Okay. What about number five? I will go back into number three and number four after this. What about number five? What about number five?
Descriptive.
Descriptive, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to number three. Now, remember a time when you were punished for doing something wrong. Now, the character here is you. The character in the story is you, actually. All right. So you did something wrong. You were punished for doing it. Okay. So you are to write about that particular event. Okay. What you did, how were you punished, and the lesson you learned from it. There are so many things going on at the same time. Okay, now you are the character. You are punished for doing something wrong. You're supposed to describe the event or write about the event. What did you actually do, and how were you punished? Okay, plus the lesson that you learned. Oh my God, there's a lot of things there, isn't it? And then you're supposed to end your essay with that given ending statement. I realized the importance of friendship on that day. Gosh, another one is put in friendship. Importance of friendship is the moral value that you have learned or the lesson. Okay, so now this is a story. So when you have a story, what are you supposed to do? Number three is purely narrative. What are you supposed to do now? When you're writing a story, come on, tell me.
The character.
Okay, characters must be there. And then
What the event.
the event. Okay, so the event here is when you were punished, yeah? Okay, and then do you need to have the storyline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
storyline.
Yes. Do you need to have the climax?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is a story. So what is a story without a climax, isn't it? So the climax here can be how you were punished. How you were punished. Maybe you were punished alone in the discipline room, or maybe you were punished in front of the other people at the assembly, maybe. Oh God, yeah, corporal punishment, maybe. Okay, what about the setting? Do you need to have the setting there? Do you need to
Oh,
have the setting
yeah.
there? Yes. Yes. So when can the setting be, or where can the setting be? Can the setting be maybe in a school, but not now, but maybe like, say, like 20, 30 years ago, in which corporal punishment is common? Can that be the setting?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly, isn't it? And then also at the end of the story, the lesson that you learned from the event. The lesson is already given. I realized the importance of friendship on that day. So now this is your story. You create your story. Make sure you have a storyline. So the moment you have a storyline, you have the exposition. In the exposition, you create the situation in which you are the character. You also have some other characters there. Of course, you have your friend. Maybe you have your teacher there, or maybe you want it to be somewhere in a university. All right. So you have your lecturers there. Where is it? Where is the setting? Is it a school, or you can create the setting? When is it? Is it now? Now you don't go to school, isn't it? You're like having everything is online. So maybe this is sometime before, few years back, or 30 years ago, yeah, and you were punished. Okay, so you set the setting in the exposition. Come the climax, you were punished. You did something wrong before that, before the climax. Okay, and because of that, it is actually the turning point in your life. So you change for the better. And then comes to the resolution is the conclusion. Okay, can you see? Can you see what I am telling? I'm trying to show you the frame. Yeah? Is
Yeah.
it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Crystal clear.
Now,
Yes.
yeah, very good. Now, if let's say you were to choose number 4, write a story. Again, this is another story about a difficult decision that you had to make. You had to make. Okay, now tell me, what do you understand from that? You had to make. Is it
Past
by
tense.
past tense? Is it by force? Or were you willing to make the decision?
Your choice.
Forcefully.
Your choice.
By force.
By force. Because why? Look at the verb used, had to, showing that you are forced to make the decision. Even though you don't want to do it, even though you don't like to do it, you were forced to make that particular decision. So what is that particular decision? You describe. Okay, what you had to do and the outcome of that particular decision. So this one is 2 in 1. It is narrative, of course, plus descriptive. Okay, got it? Got it? It's just that no ending statement or no beginning statement given. So you are free to write. Okay, back to number 3. Everything is like structured for you to do it. You have to follow. If you don't follow, there is a risk of you to get partial treatment. And I don't want you to get the partial treatment. But if you look at number 4, it is another narrative plus descriptive in there. And also, it is not as structured as number 3. So this is rather free compared to number 3. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad you agree with me. Okay. Right. Done. Number 3, number 4, done. Now, let's move on to number 5. Imagine you took part in a public speaking competition. It's already giving it to you. Public speaking competition, you cannot change. So, again, you describe your experience. What happened during the competition, not before, not after, but during, and how you felt on that day during the competition. So this is purely descriptive essay. Okay. Now, again, my question, if you were to choose, which one will you choose?
Number 4.
Okay, now you change number 4. Yeah. Okay. Number 3 is very structured. You can do number 3, no problem. But I believe that number 4 is more free. So maybe people will choose number 4. Okay. So now, if you were to choose the narrative 3, 4, and also descriptive number 5, the tense must be the past tense, unless you want to have some little dialogues there. So where do you put the dialogues? If you would want to have the dialogues, where are you going to put it? Are you going to put it inside the paragraph or outside the paragraph? Or maybe sandwich in between 2 paragraphs, you have some little dialogues in between, sandwich together. So how are you going to do it? Are you going to do it inside or sandwiched?
Inside.
Inside, okay, but I would suggest you sandwich the paragraphs, sandwich the dialogues in between the paragraphs, so that the wow factor is there. It is showing that yes, you have little dialogues. Examiner will be able to see that you have little dialogues. There is something that's not everybody can do it. All right, are we okay so far?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, you can follow. Yeah, very good. Okay, any question for paper 1? Do you have any question for paper 1? Guys, do you have?
So far, no question in the chat box. I think you have delivered very comprehensively for paper 1, Teacher Hani. No
Okay,
question at the moment.
okay, right. So paper 1 is done. So, Madam Eliza, do I have time just to go through paper 2 very quickly?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have enough? Do you have time for us to finish off?
I do.
All right. Okay. Yes, we do have some time there.
Okay,
All right, okay.
because today is I am going to spend today this evening just for you guys actually. Yeah, I don't have
Thank
anything
you.
else.
Wow,
All right,
thank you,
yes.
teacher.
Yes.
Okay, right. This is paper
Thank
2.
you, teacher.
Yes, I'm going to share with you very quickly, yeah. So just let me present this first, paper 2. So for paper 2, there are 4 sections altogether. Yeah, you know, section A, multiple choice. There are 2 parts of section A. Part 1 is the graphic stimulus and short text, and then part 2 you have the grammar part. Okay, so for part 1 and also part 2, it is multiple choice. So again, you've got to look at it very carefully, especially for part 1. Okay, you are given everything there. So before you look at the information, before you try to look for the information in the given graphic materials or short text, you look at the question. You look at the question so that basically you know what you are supposed to look for. Okay, and then you go to grammar part, the part 2, the rational clause. This is the grammar part in which you have to you need to read the paragraph given at one time and then look at the grammar items there, the number 9 until number 15. Look at it. It's not all grammar items, yeah. There might be 2 or 3 questions on vocabulary, so you need to choose the most accurate answer. Now it is not the matter of which one is the correct answer, it is the matter of which one is the most accurate answer, which one is the best. Okay, please, when you do the rational clause, identify the tense in the first sentence. Look at the tense. Is it past or is it present? Okay, right. So section A. Okay, now section B, the information transfer. This one is the section B of your paper 2. I would say that this is actually the easiest section. Section A, not the easiest one because sometimes it can be very tricky. But section B, yes, it is quite easy. And normally students can get 8 marks to full mark of 10. Okay, so here, before you look at the stimulus given, just go through the questions. Okay, it can be in the form of a table in which you are to transfer the information, maybe in the form of names, maybe in the forms of dates, the time, the email and whatnot. Just be careful of your spelling. Okay, and the next part, they can give you a short paragraph in the form of an email or just a very simple short paragraph, and you are supposed to write or answer in not more than 3 words. That is the normal way of doing it now. So there are 2 parts for section B. The first one is for you to transfer the info. Be careful on the spelling. Okay, if let's say the spelling is spelled in such a way that all capital letters are used, no problem, just follow, just do it, yeah, just take it, just copy paste, I would say. Okay, and then for the second part, look at the given question, be extra careful. If let's say it is stated as no more than 3 words, so you follow. Okay, that is the trend now for SPM paper. Yeah, okay, if you have your paper with you, paper 2, you can have a look at the section B. If you have your paper with you, yeah, the section B, question 16 to question 25, or it can start even earlier, question 16 to question 20. It will tell you whether to write not more than 2 words, not more than 3 words. Okay, if you have the paper with you, you can just go through. Yeah, okay, and then what do we have next? Yep, section C now. Section C is the reading comprehension. Okay, for reading comprehension, I have very few tips here. Before you read, because sometimes when you look at the question paper, when you look at the reading comprehension, and then you see, oh my God, there are 9 paragraphs altogether. There are 11 paragraphs altogether, and this might intimidate you because why? You have to read a lot. So relax, calm yourself, look at the questions first. The questions are actually leading you to the answer. Okay, why? Because the paragraph numbers are given, and some keywords from the question paper, from the questions, will actually be taken from the the paragraphs. For example, question number 26 from paragraph 1, and then the question is as such. If you look at paragraph 1, you can find that some keywords are taken from paragraph 1. So that is where the answers are taken from. So you don't have to panic, all right? But I would suggest that you look at the question first, then only you go and read the article or the passage given. Okay, first reading, you did not understand, you read again. Second reading, you are still quite blur. Don't waste your time. No more reading. Go and attempt the question straight away. Because like I said, the questions will help you to answer. Okay. All right. Next, what do we have? Okay, go to the questions again one by one, like I already mentioned just now. Okay, and then check your answers again. Yeah. Okay, if let's say, okay, for reading comprehension, when the examiners mark, they will not penalize on your grammar errors so long as the meaning comes true. But if let's say grammar errors is like everywhere and it is totally distorted, examiner does not understand, then you will be given a 0. But in many cases, students still get marks because the meaning comes across. So don't worry so much about grammar, about spelling, unless you are asked to give one word or the phrase. Then you have to be very careful with the spelling. Okay, so far are we okay? So far are we okay, guys?
Okay,
Yes.
teacher.
Yes, okay. Now, summary. I think I am going too fast here. Okay, all right. Now is the summary. Now, when you have the summary, be extra careful. Look at the question. Okay, look at the question, yeah. For example, the question that we have, based on the paper that you have, the teacher shared with you earlier, yeah? So now I'm sharing you the paper. Look at the question, question 31. Michael Lithcott and Stacy Eno's scooter met with an accident, leaving them seriously injured, trapped in a Balinese jungle. The question, okay, this is the question. How Lithcott and Eno were rescued? Only one. Okay, you need to summarize on the way these two people were rescued. That's it. No other than that. And then the line numbers are given. Use materials from line 20 to line 51. So first things first, what I would suggest is to mark the two lines. Line 20, you draw the line. Line 51, you draw the line. So that you know that is the content points that you will be looking for from that particular paragraph, from line 20 to line 51. Just that, nothing else. Okay, and then use the 10 words given. Lithcott logged into his Facebook homepage and posted a message. Okay, and then you continue from there. Okay, this is a must for you to use because the 10 words given will actually lead you for the first content point. Okay, this is actually very easy in case you don't know how to start. So summary is already there for you. The first 10 words is helping you to start. So don't worry about it. All right. So whether you are going to do it in the form of the grid or the table, or you just want to write in one paragraph, it is fine. Just remember that summary has only one paragraph. Okay, no 2-3 paragraphs, no need. This is not writing like paper 1. And also, if you were to do it in the form of grid or the table, make sure one grid, only one word, not 2 words. Okay, got it? So
Okay,
far,
teacher.
are we okay? Yeah, okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. And then you are going to look into the poem. After you are done with the summary, you have the poem. Okay, summary done. All right, this is also done. Okay, for summary, I would want to ask you, do you paraphrase or not? Do you paraphrase or not?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, do you want to paraphrase or not? Are you confident enough to do it?
No, I'm not confident enough.
Okay, now if you're not confident to paraphrase, it's okay. Don't be sad. You just lift from the given content point, not from the given content points, from the points that you have already identified. You lift and then you put in the grid, or you write in one paragraph. If you have a little bit of confidence, I would say that yes, please do so. Maybe you can paraphrase just one word of paraphrase. Yes, it's still okay. Or you can have, instead of simple sentences throughout, you can have compound sentences. You can use sentence connectors like for, and, but, what else, yet, so. Okay, these are the common ones. And if you want a little bit more sophisticated, you use because, you use while, you use since. Those are already complex sentences. This can actually help you to get 3 or 4. Okay, even if you do not you do not want to paraphrase because you are scared you'll be making more mistakes, it's okay. Even if you don't paraphrase, your language mark will be 3. But if you are confident and you know that you can write well, I would suggest that you paraphrase a little bit for you to get at least 4 for the language. So say like content points are 10, and then language point you're gonna get 4. It's already 14. Okay, so I hope you will try to paraphrase, but if you're not confident, it is okay. So this is the grid that I talked about, as actually 26 lines. Yeah, one line is missing there. Okay, all right. Summary, are we okay? Summary, yes.
Yes.
Summary, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now moving on to section D, the literature component. So I've already made the analysis here. If you can see, last year was Living Photograph, 2018 Charge of the Light Brigade, 2017 Poison 3, 2016 Lulu. Basically, all 4 poems have been tested in SPM. So what is it going to be this year? I don't know. Okay, so maybe you can target with your teacher, but if you ask me, I dare not say, because it can be anything. Plus this is the final year, you are the final cohort of SPM KBSM. It can be Lulu, because the last time it was tested in 2016. But knowing LPM, they can give you Living Photograph again, even though it was just tested last year.
Yes, correct.
So in a way, it can be anything. All right. So I hope that you have covered all. I hope that you have covered all. All right. Okay. So if you can see the slide now, okay, if you can see the slide now, these are the analysis. Okay, it's already there for you. Yes.
Mani, somebody raised his hand. Faiz Hizam.
Okay, Faiz.
Is there any question, Faiz?
Faiz, you want to ask me anything?
He raised his hand a while ago.
No teacher, tertekan.
Oh, tertekan.
Okay,
All right,
tertekan.
Faiz.
You accidentally click on it, right? It's not that you're stressed out, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Because you said tertekan, isn't it? Okay.
Tertekan is stress. Yes.
Okay. All right. So the last one. There you go. It's your novel, and you are doing Dear Mr. Kilmer. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Okay, so for Dear Mr. Kilmer or for the other poems, I am showing you the analysis, even though you may be wondering, why am I showing you 2005 up until 2011? Because why? If you notice, the questions will be repeated over the years. Not the exact question, but maybe the idea or some of the keywords there. Okay, so 2005 is talking about love is important to a family. 2006 is talking about character, and also the character being very determined. So in our case, in our novel, obviously it is Richard Knight, and then write the instances to show that show the character's determination. What does Richard do in order to show his determination? Okay, 2011 again is on one character that you look up to. This is very easy. The character that you most admired. 2008, describe what happens at the end of the novel. Explain why you find the ending either happy or sad. Okay, this one, this is your own opinion. Okay, this is just about the ending. Okay, 2009, write about a difficult decision made by one of the characters. Again, it is on characters and characteristics, but the difficult decision. Okay, and then 2010, important incident. So remember, under plot, you can have incident, you can have event, it can also be scene, it can also be scenario. So these are the different words that is actually related to plot. What is plot? Plot is the storyline. Okay, 2010, 2011, which part of the story do you like most? Just one part. So you need to have a look at the question very carefully. Yeah. Okay, next, what do we have on the next slide? I only prepared until 2017. Yeah, because basically, if you look at the questions, it is like, keep on repeating. Yeah. 2011 already mentioned the plot. 2012 event. 2013 again, important decision. I've already mentioned just now. I cannot remember which year was that. 2014, one has to struggle to improve one's life. One character has to struggle to improve that particular character's life. What is the struggle? Okay, and how does he deal with that? All right. 2015, suggest one character who is a good role model for teenagers. This is rather straightforward. 2016, describe a scene. Just now you have the word part. Just now you have the word event. Now you have scene. Okay, either makes you happy or sad. Just now you have the ending that makes you happy or sad, right? Now you have the scene. Now I think you agree with me that the questions keep on repeating, yeah? 2017, write about a value. This is something different. A value important to one of the characters. Okay, I don't have the 2018 question because I don't think I have my book at the moment. All right. Okay, now let's have a look at the question. Our paper 2 question very quickly because I don't want any of you to say, Miss, just now you have already mentioned the DW question. One of the suggested idea was actually on having webinar and ending it at very late in the evening, right? Maybe you want to go for a jog. Okay, so here let's have a look at the question. Describe an event. One event that highlights the bravery of one of the main characters. So if you look at this question, there are 3 layers. 3 layers, okay? Sounds like layer cake already, eh? The first one is the event. One event. It can be the most important event. It can be the most interesting event for you based on the novel. And then bravery of one of the main characters. One of the main characters here. So our character here is Richard Knight. So Richard Knight shows bravery from that one event that you are going to choose, that you have already highlighted. So in our case here, what can that one event be? Do you have any suggestion? What can that one event be? There are so many things that happen in the novel. Anyone?
When Richard Knight, the only one, signed the card.
Yes, when Richard Knight is the only one who signs the card. What card is that? You got to be specific. What card?
Goodwill card for Hannah, right?
It's a card for Hannah. What is it called? What card is that? Is it a birthday card? No, it's not a birthday card.
Sympathy card.
Yes, thank you,
Sympathy.
Aina. It is the sympathy card. So Richard is the only one who signs the sympathy card. Why is it that they have to sign the sympathy card? Why do they have to sign it? Why do they have to sign the sympathy card?
Because the tavern is vandalized by some people in the Turtle Lake.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Farahid. Because Hannah Shermer's family tavern is vandalized by some of the people in Turtle Lake County, Iowa. So when you are answering question for novel, make sure you have all the little details because that is actually our textual evidence. So you got to really be specific. If you say an event, which one? In the classroom, which one? When the teacher asks them to sign the sympathy card to Hannah, okay? As to show support to Hannah because Hannah's tavern is vandalized earlier on by some of the people of the Turtle Lake County. Okay, so here our Richard shows bravery by signing the card, even though he's all alone signing the card, isn't it? So from here, you need to elaborate more on it. Okay, he is brave enough. What does actually he do after that? So in paragraph 1, what you need to mention is, you mention the novel, you mention the writer. Plus, I would also suggest you mention a little bit of the synopsis of the story. Not too much, maybe 2 or 3 lines. For example, this novel is about Richard Knight who, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Just a very simple one, just to get some main idea of it before you jump into the paragraph 2, 3, 4, and also 5. Okay, and then straight away mention the event in paragraph 1. Okay, in paragraph 1, the event that highlights bravery of Richard is, so you mention the event. Event is mentioned, bravery is mentioned, the character is also mentioned in paragraph 1. So it's very clear. So examiner knows that, okay, this candidate knows what he or she is doing. And then you jump into paragraph 2, telling that why have you chosen that particular event, as in Richard showing his bravery. You got to mention. So when you are mentioning the why, when you are giving the reasons, this is where your textual evidence comes in. Textual evidence can be in the form of the keywords that come directly from the textbook, or textual evidence can be in the form of little dialogues if you can remember. Okay, so paragraph 2, 3, 4, they are your content paragraphs. This is where you're supposed to put in all your reasons and also your textual evidence plus your elaboration. And the last paragraph, paragraph number 5, is the concluding paragraph, in which you are going to conclude everything, plus you are going to put in your personal response, a little bit on it. Just a little bit on it. In my point of view, I believe that Richard has shown bravery in the event that I mentioned because blah, blah, blah. That's it. Or you want to add more, okay? Being a teenager myself, I really look up to Richard because he shows bravery. If I were to be in Richard's shoes, I would do the same thing. Done. Finish. You submit. Okay. So are we done here, guys? Oh, are we done here, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I hope I
Yeah.
have covered. What you wanted me to cover. All right. I'm sorry that I have taken so much of your time. Actually, this
It's
is like
okay,
what,
teacher.
4:46. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay,
Okay.
teacher. It was so worth it. It was worth it.
Okay, so if you want to ask me any
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
yes, you can ask me question, maybe 1 or 2, I can cover it for you. All right. Your teacher asks you to stay put until the very end. Then only she will post the attendance link.
Yes, you have
Okay.
to stay. You have to stay.
Okay. Do you have any question, or are we all okay? Are we all very clear now?
I'm clear at all of things.
Okay. Kusas is already very clear, Ellie and Usha.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why
For
we
Nahani,
need.
Okay, so
there's a question. There's a
Okay.
question from my student actually.
Okay, Usha, what is it, Usha?
Too shy to ask, I think. Okay, this is the question.
Okay.
Hi teacher, just nak tanya, in
Ah.
paper 1, if we do spelling error,
Uh-huh.
how many marks pemeriksa akan potong?
Okay. I bet you they are very worried about these errors. Yeah.
The spelling.
Okay. This is how it works. Yeah. Who is that student, Usha? What's her name? Usha, what's her name, Usha?
Teacher Rachel.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry,
What's her name?
is it? She did not. Khadijah.
Khadijah. Okay, right. Khadija, here's how it works, yeah, for SPM paper 1. If let's say you have quite a lot of spelling errors, maybe more than 5, then that spelling errors, the repeated spelling errors will be regarded as grammar error. So be extra careful, okay? If possible, try to minimize your spelling error throughout. I know you will be making grammar errors here and there, isn't it? But when it comes to spelling error, please try to minimize it because we do not want it to affect your grading. Okay, Khadija? So be extra careful. That's why we need to check before we submit. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I've just shared the link since they stay put until now. See.
They'll be very good, Ellie. They'll be
yeah.
very responsive,
Is there,
yeah?
is there any question? Any more question, boys and girls, for Teacher Mahani? It's not easy to get her online and share everything that she has with us, actually. All right.
Ellie,
Any more questions?
this
Yes.
is like everything, Ellie. This is like everything.
Yes. Okay. There's one question whereby here, teacher, in summary, I always take the wrong point. How?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So for summary, you need to look at the question. Okay, if let's say there are 2 questions, as in 2 bullets, yeah, you do it one by one. It's okay. As long as you identify the content points, again, you have to look at the question because if you do not follow the question, that is where you will tend to look or identify the wrong point as your point. Okay, I would suggest that, yes, in SPM, when we mark, we only look for 10 content points, isn't it? But I would suggest that try to look for 12, because why? Sometimes the 10 that you have already identified, they are not the 10 that we wanted. So if let's say you have extra 2, so maybe it can actually help you to get the marks that you want. Inshallah. All right. Okay, just be careful. Again, look at the question. Okay. Ellie, your mic.
All right. Nadia, I hope Teacher Mahani have already answered your question on answering of identifying the right content point for your summary. Because the thing is, I've always reminded them to find 12 to 14 content points, Mahani.
Yes,
Because I
exactly.
told them in Lembaga Peperiksaan, those 14 content points are already there. So get more points so that you won't lose and try to gain as the full marks for content for summary, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. If there is no more question, I think you actually have covered a lot, and it's very fruitful session with the
There's
kids.
another question. Sorry
there's
for
another
Eliza.
question. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's another question from Aina. I have a question. How do we manage our time for essay writing? I mean, between DW and CW. How to manage the time? She's asking. This is from Aina.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Usha. Okay,
All right.
Aina, for DW, I've already mentioned earlier to stick to 45 minutes. Aina, 45 minutes, yeah? And then you always look at your time. You time yourself. In 45 minutes, how much can you write? Don't worry so much. Do not count the number of words. You don't have to count the number of words for paper 1. You only count for summary. All right. So now that you know, you are going to write basically for like 2 pages or 1.5 page for DW, then you are done. Don't write too much for DW. You know it anyway, yeah? If let's say you are targeting to write 2 pages, stick to 2 pages because you need the time. You need the time to tackle CW. CW, of course, you will be writing about like what? More than 2 pages, maybe 3. I always tell my students 3 is the maximum for CW. Don't write too much, all right? The more you write, the more mistakes you'll be making. So why? That's why, okay? You don't want to lose marks there, all right?
Okay, that is actually an issue. I think you're responding to Brian's question, is it?
Just now,
Brian.
Aina.
Oh, Aina, one.
Okay,
Aina is
Ryan.
a 45. Brian is having an issue whereby he writes more than 350 words. He loves to write, see. So he sometimes exceed to 500 words. How is that, Teacher Mahani?
Okay, all right. Brian, I think you can write, so that's why you tend to write more. It's okay, Brian, because my students are like that. The moment they get to CW, they'll be writing and writing until like 5 pages. So it's okay, Brian. But remember, you must tackle DW first. Some people can write DW very fast, half an hour, and then proceed to CW. It is okay. Whatever it is, whatever it takes, do DW, and then CW is yours. Okay, Brian?
Okay, teacher, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
All right. I think for now, Brian has got. That's the last question for that is in the chat box. Do you have any other questions, Usha? Any more question from your student?
No, Puan Eliza, tak ada. So far.
All right.
That's the last
So
one.
okay. Okay. There's one more question, Mahani. Oh, teacher, can we make a whole paragraph about our opinion in the novel part?
Okay, a whole paragraph about your opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
Nadia. Okay, Nadia. Again, it depends on the question, but I would say not the whole paragraph on your opinion alone. So maybe just a little bit on your opinion. And where do you put your opinion? There are 2 places. Okay, number 1, your personal opinion at every paragraph, 1 personal opinion at every paragraph. Okay, depending on the paragraph, and then maybe 2 or 3 personal responses again in the last paragraph. Okay, you can do that also. Okay, Nadia. I hope I've answered her question.
Okay, now let's see whether there's a negative. Okay, you
she
have
said
answered.
okay.
Yeah, she said okay. I also say okay. All right. I think you have covered a lot. Seriously, a lot on both paper 1 and paper 2. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to Mahani, Teacher Mahani. I personally am very grateful for Teacher Mahani because she accepted my invitation to help you CUSESs to before you sit for your SPM.
Okay.
And I think you have gained, I'm sure my students must have gained so much today, and your tips and your reminders are going to be what they're going to bring along in their exam center when they answer the paper. Thank you so much again.
Okay,
And
welcome.
I will get back to you. We keep in touch.
Sure,
And then
of course.
I'm sure everybody, I wish everybody can just stand up. Thank you, Teacher Mahani.
Oh, thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, Puan Mahani.
All right. So
Thank you,
for the
teacher.
others, for the
teacher.
others, don't forget your attendance link
Thank you,
has been given in the chat box.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Click to the attendance list, the attendance link, so that we see your response. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much, Teacher Mahani.
Okay.
Your thank you wishes is overwhelming the world. It's everywhere here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Eliza and Usha,
Yes.
and of course, CUSES kids. All the best to you. I wish you to get the very best of your SPM results, inshallah. Okay,
Thank
I'll
you,
always
Puan
pray
Mahani.
for everyone. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, Mahani. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Puan Mahani.
Bye.
Okay. Hello, CUSESs. 1, 2, go. Thank you, Teacher Mahani.
Thank you, teacher Mahani.
Yeah, we love you too. Hello, can we have a picture? Those who are still here, switch on your camera. We are going to get a screenshot of everybody. Come on.
Teacher, give me a sec, sorry.
Okay, everyone, please switch on your camera. I count to 10, yeah, and then I will screenshot. Everybody, come on.
There we go.
Okay, are you there? All right, 1. It's okay. I'll just do the screenshot. 1, 2,
3. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
teacher.
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good
All the best.
weekend.